Hey everybody, hope your day is going well. We are back with a reaction. Patty Loveless, You'll Never Leave Harlan Alive. And I do know this song, I must be honest. So this is not the first time I hear it because I'm a big fan of Justified, the series, where this song is featured a few times by, I believe, different artists. I know some people recommended Nick Page version. I know Patty Loveless did a duet with Chris Stapleton on this, but I wanted to see this one first, and I might check out different versions. It's a great song, but I don't know if they used the full song in the show. So yeah, man, that show is awesome. We dug coal together. Come on, let's go.
My grandfather was a coal miner. And my dad, he was a coal miner also. Actually, my whole family's life revolved around the coal mines. But in 1968, my dad decided to move us all to Louisville, Kentucky, and seek of medical treatment for black lungs disease and many other medical problems that he had. Even though Daddy died in Louisville back in 1979, he, like the rest of them, never survived those mines.
Wow. That's, and I've learned a bit about that as well, and about black lung. I've seen a documentary about, there's also a great YouTuber, Peter Santanello. He has a great channel where he travels the world, but also has many videos in the US, in Kentucky as well. Also Appalachia, or is it Appalachia? I've heard it pronounced multiple ways. And there's really some great stuff there. You can really learn a bit about that because you go into, and he talks to the people that actually live there and live this life, instead of going, in the mainstream media where you don't really get the full picture. I love that. I love learning about culture and different things, and I've learned about script, and that's how the companies paid you, and you're actually spending it in their stores as well, and yeah, it's just that cycle. You live there, you get their type of currency, and you spend it in their store. So they get it basically. They had it figured out, those companies, golly. And then your health suffers tremendously working in these mines. But that's what that they had to do to survive and to make ends meet for their family. Wow, that's great that you shared that, man. That alone makes this viewing it worth it alone, man. Wow. Man, that hits.
Never survived those mines. In the deep dark hills of eastern Kentucky, that's the place where I traced my bloodline. And it's there I read on a hillside gravestone, you'll never leave Harlan alive. Oh, my grandfather's dead across the Cumberland Mountains. He took a pretty girl to be his bride. Said, won't you walk with me out of the mouth of this holler? We'll never leave Harlan alive. Where the sun comes up about 10 in the morning and the sun goes down about 3 in the day, and you fill your cup with whatever bitter brew you're drinking, and you spend your life just thinking of how to get away. No.
Wow, what a voice, man. And this song just has a feeling. And even for me, as somebody who doesn't live in the US, or I'm who lives in Europe, you're almost transported there to that culture, and everybody has their own culture, and it's I find it so enriching to my own life to learn about other types of upbringing and cultures through music and through whatever I can find, books and TV and YouTube nowadays, man. Very good resource to learn about people on the ground, boots on the ground, man. I love this a lot. I did. Is this true? The sun comes up 10 in the morning and goes about 3 in the day down in wintertime. Maybe I don't know. Where is it to the equator? Where I don't know. Maybe it's metaphorically speaking. Basically, when you're in the mines, I guess it's dark all the time, right? And you're gone all day, basically. So maybe you don't even see daylight. You wake up when it's dark, and you come home when it's dark. Wow. But man, her voice and just the melodic way, and sometimes when her voice transitions to higher notes and lower, it has a very, I don't know how to say it. I don't know. It just has a very, almost an eerie feeling to it, a haunting sound almost, combined with this lyrics, like the way it starts. An opening line is so important, and this is one of the best. It's a great, in the deep dark hills of eastern Kentucky. Just the way she's singing it and what she's saying is so. That's great, and then that's the place where I trace my bloodline, and it's there I read on a hillside gravestone. You'll never leave Harlan alive. You're gonna be here all your life. Such a great opening. Wow, it's so good.
How
So
to
good.
get away. No one ever knew there was coal in them mountains till a man from the northeast arrived, waving $100 bills, said I'll pay you for your minerals. He never left Harlan alive. Grandma sold out cheap, and they moved out west to Pineville to a farm where big Richland River winds. And I bet they danced them a jig, and they laughed and sang a new song. Who said we never leave Harlan alive? Well, the times they got hard, and tobacco wasn't selling, and old Granddad knew what he'd do to survive. He went and dug for Harlan coal and sent the money back to Grandma, but he never left Harlan alive.
Oh, so were there also people coming in from other towns or to Harlan to dig coal to make money and send it back home? Because that is something that I can relate to a little bit, because my father came from Pakistan to Belgium when he was 10, 11, and people always send come to work and send money back home, and because he came from a village with no water, no electricity, so man, it's hard times, and you do what you got to do to support your family, man. Wow. And I love that that's something that always connects them, right? The digging coal, the people that creates a bond when you're down in those mines, and that's what's in the show very big. If you have the Raylan and Boyd Crowder that are basically protagonist, antagonist, but they're also friends. It's an amazing chemistry and relationship between them, but it always comes back to we dug coal together. That's something that always binds them together. It's a great show, man. And I love this type of music that goes with the violin. Is it fiddle? It's just tuned differently, right? And just that sound of it, also makes me think of Deadwood, which is one of my top 3 shows as well. Again, with Timothy Olyphant. The man has been in that guy has a great career, dude. He's great. So that's, I love watching stuff like this and listening to music that gives me that feeling. Really speaks to the imagination, and it talks about real stuff, man. You feel the authenticity. And she talked about it. This is real. This is her life as well, Ooh. Generation after generation. This is a great, great song.
Harlan alive, where the sun comes up about 10 in the morning and the sun goes down about 3 in the day, and you fill your cup with whatever bitter brew you're drinking, and you spend your life digging coal from the bottom of your grave.
Wow.
You'll never leave Harlan
Damn. That's so good, man. This was amazing. So glad that I checked this out. Wow. And I was thinking again about the fiddle and because I'm learning about that. I said it's tuned differently, but it's also different strings, right? Is it steel string? I've heard people say it, and Charlie Daniels said the difference is a violin has strings and a fiddle has strings. That's cool. Hey, man, I really love this song and the feeling it gives me. And it talks about real life. That's, the music that I really gravitate towards and really love the most. If I really sit down and think about it, that speaks to the human experience and to real life. And you'll learn a thing or two when you listen to it, man. Awesome. And her voice, I don't know what it is. Maybe, does that make any sense? Has a sort of sometimes yodeling quality to it. The way she uses her voice, like I don't know how to do it. It sounds so good, and it fits perfectly with this type of music. Wow. So good, man. So good. Yeah, man. This song is amazing, and thank you for being here, and also for leaving the comments and teaching me about some of this stuff. Sometimes I've been learning a lot, man. It's cool. It's cool. Because my thirst for learning and getting to know different cultures is always getting bigger. And the more I read about it, the more I want to know. And I know time is finite and I can't learn it all, but God, man, I'm trying. I love it so much. And doing it this way, it's a weird way of learning, but it's pretty cool. It's refreshing. All right, man. You'll never leave Harlan alive. What a great song. Thank you again for being here. Peace.